Tasting Julian's piece of cake. It looks really nice.
How does it feel?
Feels really nice and
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Jules, and I hope you're doing very well. You're washing your hands, you're sanitizing, you're staying at home, you are working from home as well, and
you are observing social distancing and checking up on your loved ones.
yes. So on today's episode of Jules Kitchen, I have my lovely cousin here called Sarah.
Yay!
Waithera. Yes, one of my lovely human beings on this planet, yeah? So today I brought her to my kitchen, and today's recipe we're going to be trying a chocolate cake.
Yay! Chocolate cake!
She loves chocolate, I love chocolate, and that is what we're going to be doing today. So stay with us and welcome to my kitchen. Let's do this! So guys, the first thing you need to have is a bowl. So we have a bowl over here. So the first thing you have to put is flour, all-purpose flour. So Sarah over here is helping us put the flour. She's put two scoops. And then we have the third one. I think that's fine. So remember, you can also sieve, but for us we will not sieve. It still works without sieving. So our flour there, we put about 3 scoops of the flour. So the next thing we're going to put is cocoa. To be honest, I don't measure. I normally just measure with my eyes. Let me just measure and see. So Sarah is putting cocoa. More, some more, like a lot. A lot. Yes, that way. Yes, that's fine. So that's the amount of cocoa I've been able to put. Then after the cocoa, we're going to put in some sugar. So we're going to put the whole of this. This is the amount, just look at it. So this is the sugar. So yeah, we're going to make sure we put all the sugar in the bowl. Then after you put that, we're going to put a little bit of salt. Okay. Just a pinch. For the salt, you just put a little bit, just like a teaspoon. Yes, that way. So after that, you're going to mix this using a fork. So we're going to mix this using a fork. You mix until it's very well blended. Mix, make sure that it's very well blended. Once it's well blended like that, that's how it will look. Yes. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to put 2 eggs inside this mixture. So 2 eggs. So it's also normally advisable to beat these eggs separately onto a different bowl, because sometimes you can put some eggshells inside. But yeah, for today we'll just do it directly on the bowl. Then after you put your eggs, you're going to beat them. Beat the eggs. Also remember you can do this separately. So the next thing, so after you've put in the eggs, you can put in the milk. Put in some milk. You use the whole packet or half the packet. But also it depends on the amount of mixture that you have. So the milk is dependent on the on how you want your paste to look. So if you want it thick, if you want it thin, but remember for chocolate cake you want it to be a little bit thin. So you put in your milk, and that's when you're going to start beating using your mixture. I'm going to mix this mixture until at least it's very, it has a very good paste. So add me some milk, please. So I'm going to be mixing this using a hand mixer. And remember that you start from the lowest level and then you go as you increase. So make sure it's like this. Then I'm going to put in also a bit of baking. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. So 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. Actually, let's put 1.5. So we're going to put, yes, about that amount. Then you're going to also do the same for baking powder. There you go, 1 teaspoon. Then also the next thing you're going to add here is vanilla essence. Remember, the work of vanilla essence is to make sure that it removes the taste of the eggs and the butter and all those things that you're using. So you also put 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Then the next thing I'm going to be adding to our mixture is the cooking oil. And this one you put half a cup or a cup, whatever amount you like. So there's our cooking oil. Yes, just there we go. So we've put almost all our ingredients. So the next what I'm going to do is that I'm going to beat this mixture and until we make a very good paste. So you make sure you mix a bit and then you remove, using a spatula, you use to remove the sides of the mixture. So I've made my mixture and this is how it looks like. Make sure that it's not very thick on the bowl. So the next step I'm going to do is that you're going to take some hot water and coffee and mix them in a cup, then add to the mixture. So we're going to use 2 teaspoons of coffee, instant coffee. Today we are using Nescafe. I can show them. We are going to be using Nescafe, yes, instant coffee. So we put 2 teaspoons of that and some very, very hot water, about 1 cup or so. We're going to mix that mixture and then we're going to add it onto our paste and continue mixing it. So we've added our coffee and hot water in the mixture, so we're going to continue mixing this. So guys, I'm going to be using a sufuria today to bake my cake. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to butter my sufuria so that the cake does not stick on the sufuria. So what you do is just put some butter on the sufuria, and then you apply either using a glove if you have this colorless gloves, or just use your hand like I do. Clean hands. So guys, we have buttered our sufuria today, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to transfer this mixture onto my sufuria. So you make sure you transfer all the liquid, all the paste I mean, into the bowl that you're using. I'm going to be using this kind of looking spatula. There we go. And this is how it looks. Yeah. And remember, we preheated the oven for about 10 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to leave it there for about 40 to 50 minutes. And how you know that your cake is ready is by inserting a toothpick or a fork inside, and when you pull it out, if it doesn't have any residue on the toothpick or on the fork, then your cake is ready. So let's take it to the oven. So guys, we decided to do a little bit of a twist to this video. So we've made chocolate cake from scratch, but my cousin over here came with a cake mix. Yeah. So we're going to be baking two cakes, one made from scratch, the one we just showed you, and this is another one that she's going to be making using. Okay, now this is an amazing mix. It's called Pristine Chocolate Cream Cake Mix. I don't know if you're able to see clearly. Yeah. Okay, this is just a label. Yeah, but it's a cake mix, and the ingredients include sugar, wheat flour, cocoa powder, wheat solid, soya bean. So basically, a cake mix includes all the ingredients that you normally use in a cake. But especially for this cake mix, we will only add whole eggs, vegetable oil, and water. So this is a 1 kg mix, but we are going to use half of it, which makes like a kilo kg cake. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So let's get to it. So for the lazy people, maybe a disclaimer: those people who find it so hectic to make cake from zero, you can always buy a cake mix and do the mixture. So let's see the difference. Yeah. So let's do this. So I'm putting in the cake mix, guys, and it looks just like the one we made. You know, I'm curious, how does it taste? And it actually smells really good. Very, very nice. So I've tried to use like half of it, and then see, guys. The only thing that we'll need to add, like I said, some eggs. In this case, we use 4 eggs. For the whole cake mix, you can use about 7 to 8 eggs. But this is half. We are going to use 4 eggs. Yay! Egg 1 down. Egg 2 down. Yeah. Egg 3 down. 4 eggs down. Yeah. So normally I like to add everything together at the same time. Now this water, like we read before, it's around 350 grams for the whole cake mix. But since we are doing half of this, then I'll use around 120 or 110. Same to the oil.
The vegetable oil.
Yeah, the vegetable oil. Just mix everything together. And then I'll just mix everything together.
Nice. So my cousin Sarah does not use a mixer.
Yeah, because I find the cake mix very light. So you can use a fork, you can use a spoon, you can use a spatula, whichever.
Yeah.
But even a cake mix you can use, depending on the way you like doing it.
So yeah, so it's not a must for you to have a mixer. You can use a spatula, a fork, a mwiko. Yeah. The mixture basically looks the same, if you guys can see it. So yeah, it's very interesting. So curious to see whether the taste ends up being the same. We will see.
And guys, I got the cake mix from Skypex Suppliers. They normally supply our bakery and confectionery ingredients. So you can check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and I can assure you you'll get amazing baking stuff.
Nice. We'll share the details. We'll share the details of where to get the cake mix in case you're interested in the description box. Yum yum. So remember guys, we're going to put them in the oven in the same period of time and also together, so that we see which one gets ready before the other one, and also whether they taste the same, whether they take one takes longer than the other one. So we're going to be able to tell from this.
So to me the cake mix is already fine. Yeah, I think.
So we can transfer this into the pan. So remember we've buttered this, and then you're going to transfer it here. The reason you butter is to make sure that it doesn't stick on the bottom of the pan. So there we are. Guys, I hope you noticed that we didn't even add baking soda, we didn't add carbonate of soda, none of that. So now we are going to be putting them in the oven in the middle tray.
Going to put our cakes in the oven. We have used, we've put the timer to 50 minutes, and then the heat is around 170 degrees. Yeah, so let's put our cakes in here. We have to increase the space between the two.
So guys, our cakes are ready. We baked them for about 50 minutes in the oven, cooking at 170 degrees Celsius. So we're going to be showing you how they both turned out. Remember, I made my cake from scratch, and
I made my cake from a cake mix, pristine cream cake mix.
yes, so show them how it turned out.
Guys, here is my cake.
Closer, there we are. Yeah, that's how using the mixture looks like, and mine looks like this.
Woohoo! Tell us which one looks nice. It's mine. Say mine.
Gina thinks the cake looks better because it does not have a crack, while mine has a crack.
No, and actually both look the same. The difference is when we taste, yeah? So now the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be making frosting. I'll be showing you how to make a frosting for your cake, for a chocolate cake, and then you're going to do the complete look for the cakes, yeah?
Yay!
Cool. To make the cake frosting, I'm going to be using dark chocolate. Then this is my icing sugar. Then I'm going to be using butter. If you don't have butter, you can use Prestige or Blue Band. Then I have flour, all-purpose flour, and some milk. So let me show you how we do this. Make your frosting. We're going to be putting about 3 tablespoons of icing sugar, and you can also use sugar, like the normal sugar if you like. So Helen has put 3 tablespoons of icing sugar. The next thing we're going to put is all-purpose flour. You put 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. So you mix a bit of that. Mix. Then after you mix, you're going to put milk to make a paste. So you can use cream milk, whole cream milk, and then you mix it to make a good paste. The amount is dependent on how much you want. So if you have more cake, you make more paste, and vice versa. We're going to put this on the fire and warm it until it makes a thick paste. The next thing we're going to put is the dark chocolate so that it changes the color. Remember, if you don't have dark chocolate, you can use cocoa. So you put it and mix it with the paste that you just made. Butter in a bowl, and then you beat it either using a fork or using a mixer, hand mixer or electric mixer, whatever it is that you have, until it's well formed. So beat until it looks like that. I don't know if you can see it has a bit of butterflies, or is it curls? Yeah, I don't know how to call it, but that's how your cream should look. And if you're using Blue Band or margarine, whatever it is that you're using, you'll notice that it turns, and you whip until it turns white. Okay? So the next thing you're going to do is that the mixture that we made, the one that we added chocolate, we're going to add it onto our butter and then mix it up as we beat, slowly as we beat it. So there's our mixture. So you add and then you beat it all together. So we're going to beat this again until it's well blended at low heat, at low power. Our frosting is ready and looks like this. So we're going to put this on our cake, and we're only going to decorate one cake. Then we'll show you how we do this, and then we'll taste the cake and tell you how they taste. What you're going to be doing now is to frost using the frosting that we just made. Yes, so we're going to be frosting the cake that we made from scratch. So here it is. This is how it looks like. So yeah, so you just apply on top of the cake and all around. So there's no really formula for this. You just go in and spread it out on the cake. Things to note is that you need to make sure that the cake is flat. So in case your cake is raised or cracked, you'll have to cut the up part to make sure that it's very flat on the surface. That way it makes your work very easy when you're doing the frosting. Make sure you apply it all around. So in case you're going to do 2 cakes, for us we are going to be doing frosting only 1 cake, but in case you're doing 2 cakes, you do the same, and then at this point you add on the other one, the second one, and put it on top, and then frost the second one as well. But in this case we are going to be doing only 1 cake. Yes. And that's how you do your frosting. So we're going to wipe the sides of the plate just to make it a little bit presentable. Then we'll show you the final look. So guys, here are our 2 cakes. This is the cake made from scratch, and we've also decided to frost it. And this is the cake made using cake mix. We've not frosted it, so we're going to cut a piece of each. We're going to cut a piece of each and taste and tell you how this tastes. Yeah, let's do this. So a piece Sarah is going to be cutting for herself. Cutting a piece for herself. Ooh, that's how that piece looks like. Then you cut it into 2. Yes, so this is a cake of the frosting, so cut into 2. So I'm going to get a piece. Give me 1 piece of my cake. And then she's going to cut the one she made using the cake mix. Since nakata nini hapo, but looks rich and healthy. Sarah is making me laugh. So she's going to give me a piece of her cake. There we go. So guys, here is my cake. This is the one that I baked that has a frosting, and this is how it looks like. I don't know if you can see. And then this is the one that Sarah made. Looks like this. Yeah, so we're going to be tasting. She will go first, taste her cake mix first, and then taste my other way around.
Yeah,
yes,
the cake
a
first.
small cake, and then you tell me.
So I'm tasting Julian's piece of cake. It looks really nice.
How does it feel?
Feels really nice, and
So guys, our cake is ready. Koidera's cake looks like this. Looks very nice. Well, my cake looks like this. Okay? I don't know if you can see the difference. So we are going to let Koidera taste and then tell us the difference.
So now,
the taste.
I'll start with Julian's cake. And it's the cake that we decided to frost.
How does it feel, first of all?
The taste is really nice. But now the cake inside, it's very rich and a bit sticky on the mouth. When you try to chew it, it's a bit sticky on the mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll now taste my piece of cake. This other piece of cake is very moist, and even the taste is just perfect.
Good.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, let me do the tasting. I'll start with Waithera's. Hey! Very soft, moist, and I can feel the flesh of the cake. Very sweet. Again. So mine, even by just looking at it, you guys, I don't know what happened. To be honest, I don't know what happened with my cake. First of all, I can smell eggs so much. I honestly put vanilla essence, but for some reason, I can smell eggs and it's a very strong smell.
But I
don't know what happened. It's sticking on my teeth.
Yeah.
The texture is off. It's not supposed to look like this, by the way. If you guys can see that, it's not supposed to look like a block of cream or chocolate. It's supposed to look like this. This is Waithera's. So something really went wrong. So we're trying to think what could have gone wrong. And I've made this cake before, and the first one turned out perfect. So we are thinking 2 things could have gone wrong. Remember, we baked 2 cakes at the same time.
Yeah.
So we used the cake mix one, Waithera's was on top, and mine was down. And we baked them for 50 minutes. But after 50 minutes, Waithera's was ready, mine was still not ready because I think it was so down. So we had to take it up and then add 30 more minutes and recook. And still I could see it was not, you could still see the oil, it didn't dry off completely. Yes. So, lesson learned.
Yeah, I think it would be perfect for you to bake 1 cake at a time, because if you use one oven to bake 2 cakes at the same time, I think one gets cooked faster than the other one, and I think that's why our cake at once was turned like this.
Wow. Lessons. But then we've laughed ourselves silly because it was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
The backfiring was real, but at least we still have cake to eat today. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember the lesson was the difference between cake mix and making cake from scratch.
Yeah.
And to be honest, mine backfired. Doesn't mean that yours will necessarily backfire, especially if you take the lessons we just shared. And I've done this before, and like I mentioned, it turned out very well.
Yeah.
Yes. So remember, if you're the lazy one who does not want to do all the mixing and everything, please go for cake mix.
It's amazing, guys.
So easy. It was 5 minutes and we were done. This other one, my God, took us a while. So if it's a lazy day and you still want to make your cake, go get your cake mix at
Yeah, you can get your cake mix at Skypex Supplies Limited. They are based at Babadogo. Yeah, and they have a variety of cake mixes, and also you can get all baking and confectionery ingredients. Anything that you could think about cake, you can get it at Skypex.
Okay, and that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned anything, please remember to subscribe, like, leave a comment, anything.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. It's been real. Love you. Take care.
Love you guys.
Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Ciao.